going on, everybody? A happy Monday to you out there. Thank you so much for joining us here on Northern Life. I feel like we have to talk about an incident that happened last week, Ryan, because it hasn't been in the rundown here the past couple of times. You produce this beautiful show every single time, so you get to choose what's going in, what's not going into the show, but we didn't cover one thing that happened last week. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do not know what you're talking about.
Okay, lunch, one of the days last week. Mr. Ryan Half posted...
Shania can put this photo in post.
Yes, there we go. Put it in post here, because it's quite shocking here. I love buttered noodles. You love buttered noodles as well, Ryan.
I do.
What did you eat last week?
I had just plain noodles, and there wasn't salt in the break room, so I made the noodles. We have a range, an oven in the break room, and so I made the noodles because that's the only thing I had at my disposal. They did not have butter, they did not have salt, but they had like a pepper garlic seasoning on them. So it was a tough look.
So dry noodles, just double checking here. Dry noodles, right? With the garlic.
I kept some of the pasta water, so it wasn't necessarily dry.
Water. Gross.
Northern News Now reporter Sophia Lauber was also making her lunch in the break room. She goes, something along the lines of, "It's one of those days, it looked pretty tough."
It's gonna get better, man. I promise. Oh my gosh, why would you ever do that to yourself? Why not bring butter?
Because then I was like, I'm gonna spend probably $10 going and getting something to eat, and then I was like, well, I don't want to do that today. So what do I have in the cabinet? It was before we went grocery shopping, so all I had were a box of noodles, and I forgot to bring butter, and so I was like, I need to share this because it is pretty bad. So I shared it on my Facebook.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, any port in a storm, though. You got to feed the old stomach, and whatever you got to do, you got to do. So I commend you.
It was tough,
even though it was crazy.
We made it through.
Yes,
we made it through. Let's start our week on a high note after that wonderful story involving my lunch life. In Tennessee, there's a man who is being celebrated for a simple act of kindness. John Schumacher, known there as the Sign Guy John, spends his free time holding a sign that reads, "Have a great day," simply just to lift people up there. He started during COVID, wanted to help others. Now he's even a local celebrity, being honored by city leaders there too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we need more positivity like this. You just need to, sometimes seeing something little like this just makes your whole day a lot better,
You could have gotten done honking at someone for cutting you off. You go, oh, this is the worst. And then all of a sudden you see John on the side of the road. You go, you know what, actually I needed that.
Honestly, and I mean, kudos to him too, because we're not doing that on our free time. I'm not gonna go out on a road and hold up a sign or anything like that. So that's pretty amazing that he's using his free time to go make people's lives better. Kind of cool.
Yeah, future blindfold, it sounds like, for Hunter.
I'll make my own sign. That sounds like fun.
Tennessee.
That sounds like I bet it's a lot warmer down there right now, definitely. Coming up on today's show, we're going to meet a couple who's taking an antique car on a Route 66 trip, and there's a fun idea that's helping men battle loneliness. So very cool story. Little uplifting Monday show that we have here coming up.
Yeah, important to find community and connection. That'll be a great story to share.
Yes.
Well, hey, Hunter, you're already looking forward to the end of this week. I know it's just Monday, but you're bringing the Blues Brothers back to life over at UMD, it sounds like.
Yes, it's been a couple months since we did our last Blues Brothers show. So excited for this once again. Such a fun time the last time. Now we're going to be redoing the show, and we're going to be adding a couple more things.
Whoa.
So exactly. So if you've seen this show, it's going to be a little bit different this next time here. So make sure to check it out as well. It's up at the Marshall Performing Arts Center. It's coming up this Saturday starting at 7:30. You can buy tickets online at eventbrite.com. You can also go on to our Facebook page, the Northwoods Band, and you can find the link on there. But it's been just so, I want to say rewarding almost. Like this is just one of the coolest things that we've ever done with such an awesome group of musicians, and just a blast putting it together, choreographing the whole thing, and then getting a good workout too, because by the end of the show, I'm dripping sweat. Colton was soaked from head to toe with how much just work that he was putting in. It was wild, man.
And it's cool too, because from what I understand, the Blues Brothers were a big influence on you in your younger life. So
yes.
As you're an adult and you're with your brother, your actual brother, the two of you performing, it's really special.
That's the other thing. It's my actual brother doing it, so it makes it that much more special, like you said, that we get to do this sort of thing and bring this to life from on the screen. Super cool.
I bet your parents love that too.
They do. Huge fans.
Very proud. One of the most exciting feelings is when you're at a baseball game and a foul ball heads your way. It's always a good feeling. And when it comes to foul balls, though, you should always watch the bounce. So a fan in Denver during the Rockies game this past week made a ridiculous catch off the ricochet while jumping backwards behind him in order to catch it, falling into the row behind him. And while incredible here, Hunter, do you think this effort right here was necessarily worth the risk for him?
No! Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on. He got the foul ball. It looks like he hung on to his ice cream helmet. Or no, it's his actual hat. But I mean, look at the effort here. It's just fortunate nobody was in the vicinity.
Seriously.
Yeah.
What is he, trying out for the team? That's insane, man. He went through all that effort. He got got it. I mean, I guess I got to commend him for that, but I bet in 10, 15 years that injury might hurt a little bit more.
Here's the thing, too. Imagine if he didn't end up getting the foul ball. You just were on TV jumping backwards looking like a fool.
Yes, that'd be so embarrassing. Or or he had beer all over his hands or something like that. I don't know.
Fortunately, nobody was holding a beer or nachos.
Right,
Could have been a lot messier.
That's insane.
Glad he got it. Good story.
Amen.
Hey, for high school seniors out there, we need a little warning from me and Hunter out here. You need to be a little smart when it comes to pranks out there. You need to be safe as well. Police in Delafield, Wisconsin, warning parents and students out there about the dangers of doing senior pranks that go a little too far. This one went a lot too far. One prank this week ended with a teen in handcuffs after police were called to a home where a burglary was suspected by that homeowner. It turned out it was a teenager with a water gun who was trying to pull a high school prank.
Oh, my gosh.
Word to the wise, don't go breaking into anybody's houses, especially for pranks. It's not going to end up well.
Probably just a smart idea to keep it within the confines of the law, you know? I mean, just to be a good, upstanding citizen. Keep it relatively light when it comes to the prank. You don't have to do anything crazy or grandiose, anything like that. So just keep it safe out there.
Be smart. Yeah. Before we head to break, I don't know how this next story came about, but I saw it all sorts of places online. A new study shows cocaine contamination in waterways could lead juvenile Atlantic salmon to swim farther, Hunter. The Swedish university researchers found that river dwellers living the high life traveled 1.9 times farther per week than their clean living control cousins.
It raises about 20 more questions that we don't have time for, but that is just, it's like that Cocaine Bear, that movie. Did you ever see that?
I have not seen that movie yet, but I'll probably have to watch it this week.
I heard it's pretty bad. But either way, that's
Cocaine salmon coming up next.
Yep.
Also coming up next year on Northern Life, a special trip on Route 66. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. When it comes to drunk driving, deputies out there are using new technology, GPS darts. So they're using them to safely track suspected drunk drivers without having to end up in those high-speed, dangerous chases. So check out this new device. It launches a tracker that sticks to a vehicle, letting officers follow that vehicle in real time. And officials say it is a much-needed tool as impaired driving cases also continue to rise.
Interesting. It's very interesting, of course. I wonder, do they wait until they're parked then to go arrest them? Is that the idea?
I think it sounds like they're attempting to, I could be wrong, I think it was in Long Island, New York, and at first there's worry during normal high-speed chases too, saying if we already know where this person's headed due to the registration on the vehicle, we can just wait until they get home and then arrest them. So kind of similar with this, where someone who might not be in the right mindset would then take off, worried about being chased by the authorities.
Sure.
And so that way they can follow them to their next destination.
That makes sense. But if they know where they live, couldn't they do the exact same thing where they go wait until they get home and then arrest them?
I guess so. I don't know.
That's interesting. But
we're not in law enforcement.
No, we are not. We know nothing. So yeah, it's a good invention. I'm interested.
Yeah, it's kind of cool how it shoots out like that.
Boom, a little dart right there in your car. Staying on the roads here, as Route 66 celebrates 100 years, an Oklahoma couple is celebrating 25 years together by taking a special trip.
Yeah, they're apparently actually recreating their honeymoon they took a quarter century ago. Noel Brennan has the story.
Where Route 66 begins,
there it is.
so too
There.
does a love story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ed and Jackie Fogel got married and immediately put in the miles.
Let's just do Route 66. We grew up on it, didn't we?
They hit the road for their honeymoon from Chicago to Santa Monica.
59 Cadillac convertible, top down every inch of the way.
As Route 66 celebrates 100 years, the Fogels mark a milestone of their own.
25 years in June.
They're ready for Route 66 again.
But this time, let's do it in a 100-year-old, what's called an orphan car. It's 1926 Hupmobile.
So how many miles does this thing have on it?
Oh, who knows? Who knows? The speedometer doesn't work. The odometer doesn't work. Well, there's no fuel gauge.
Fuel gauge doesn't work.
The Fogels towed it in a trailer from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Chicago with help from Tom Lord.
Friend and mechanic, yep.
Tom doesn't feel like a third wheel because the Fogels really need him.
Go ahead, do it again.
The 100-year-old Hupmobile has the hiccups.
It was okay right down to idle, and then it went over.
Okay, I'm there.
Tom tinkers and consults with a fellow mechanic on the phone.
Base of the carburetor.
And it's the carburetor that appears to be the culprit.
We need to go to an auto parts store.
Ed arranges an Uber trip for car parts.
Okay, thank you.
And Jackie tries to enjoy this first unexpected bump in the road.
The mechanics didn't need my help, so I'll just look at the beautiful scenery here at Navy Pier.
The adventure isn't going the way they planned,
You're fine, you're fine.
but whether it's thousands of miles or just a few feet, they push through it together.
That's going to be good enough.
What a luxury being able to have a mechanic come with you, basically, to help you run this vehicle.
Sadly, the new trip off to a slow start. You know?
They're not going too far anytime
No,
soon.
no.
Also, those old vehicles, I don't think they're made to drive really fast either. So I think
Yeah.
the max you can go is like 40 or 50 miles per hour. They're not going anywhere too fast anyway.
I guess I'd be intrigued as to, how much they're actually going to be on Route 66 for this trip.
Yes,
Yeah.
seriously, they're probably going to have to pull off at a lot of gas stations. Oh
Or
my
drive
gosh.
on the shoulder and have one of those slow vehicle signs in the back.
On the back of a tow truck or something like
Oh,
that.
gosh. Well, nonetheless, we wish that everybody has a safe travel
Yes.
and they enjoy that fun group.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, young people out there apparently driving a major running boom, turning the sport into more than just exercise. Post-pandemic, many are ditching bars for run clubs, seeking connection, community, and new experiences. Races have been selling out, brands are cashing in on it, and running is becoming a social lifestyle, less about competition and a little more about belonging.
Would you call what you have a run club? Is that what you do when you run with a bunch of people?
Yep, so our director Shania and I are actually in the same run club, so we paid to be part of Grandma's Marathon training group.
Okay.
But a lot of folks out there have like their own friends that they run together during the week and during the weekends too, but it is nice to say like, hey, this is difficult and sometimes great and sometimes awful, so and accountability, as Director Shania says, so it's nice to have that, to have a shared experience with someone.
Yeah, I bet something like this you would always want to at least be with another person in order to keep each other accountable,
Yeah.
you know, making sure that you're getting close to that goal. So why not have a whole group of people that are achieving that same goal? That's pretty cool.
And a lot of conversations are shared on those runs, so if you meet someone new, it's always nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, before we head to break, Mary and I have been running near Duluth's Hawk Ridge Nature Preserve,
Yes.
which has been super awesome recently. I got to say, definitely a place you should hang out and explore this summer. Also, I've never really spent a whole lot of time in that Seven Bridges Road area near
Yes.
Lester Park, and I got to tell you, it is magnificent out there.
And fittingly, there's actually 7 bridges on that road.
Yeah,
so it makes sense
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
It's not just the song.
No, exactly. It's
Yeah.
not just the Eagles song right there, but it is. You're right, exactly right. The rivers and the creeks and everything back there, and then you get to the top of the hill, and it's that view right there. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, especially the trees and everything. And Director Shania says, try running up the hill.
Oh, my
which is what
gosh.
the training group does.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Not
that sounds
good.
horrible.
Not good.
Yeah.
Well, hey, coming up, Hunter runs into a new friend in the woods. We'll be back here on Northern Life. Welcome back, everybody. Hunter, I don't know if I've ever seen one of these in the wild,
Yeah.
but you actually had a moose encounter the other night.
I'm lucky to live a little bit further off to the north up in Duluth. Probably on average, once every 3 years I'll see a moose. And so I got to see one, and that was the other day.
It's like a Bigfoot quality photo.
It's horrible. I could have said it's a Bigfoot, and you probably would have believed me. It is definitely one of the worst photos I've ever taken
Almost
in my
kind of
life.
looks like a painting in a way.
It kind of does almost.
Yeah.
Boy, I might have to frame that actually.
Kinda nice.
It was just before it got dark and it was deep in the woods. It crossed in front of me in the road, so I had to pull over. Every time you see a moose, you gotta pull over and you gotta watch it until it goes away. For
Anytime
sure.
you see a moose, you got to let the moose know that you're here.
Exactly. Yeah. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Hunter.
This
Nice
goes
to
along
see
the
you.
senior prank, advice. Don't do it.
Keep it legal, everybody. That's the rule right there. But yeah, the last time I saw a moose was maybe about 4 years ago, and it was back when I was on the morning show with you, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was driving in, and it was 2 in the morning about, and I almost hit 2 moose that were crossing the road. It was a scary time, but again, always you got to stop and appreciate it when you see a moose.
Yeah, they're big.
Yes,
They're big.
huge.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's a super cool photo. Let's head across the pond now, where loneliness is a growing health risk for older Americans and people across the globe, with nearly 1 in 4 seniors feeling isolated.
That's true. With men being less likely to look for help, Tina Kraus shows us how men are finding the right tools that can change everything.
In a backyard in the English city of Weybridge, men are busy building.
It's a normal day at the shed. Anything could happen.
In a shed made just for them.
If I didn't come here, I'd probably go mad at home.
Terry Lambert found the refuge after his wife passed away. It's a place that runs on donations, routine, and repetition to help men create connections.
If you don't have those, you actually age much more rapidly.
I feel I'm being useful and doing something that I enjoy.
More than 1,100 men's sheds are open across the UK, giving guys a space to socialize and tackle projects.
It's a back scratcher. I'll go on then. Oh yeah, that's good.
They're known as shedders, and surveys of members suggest significant improvements in their well-being, with 96% feeling less lonely after joining and 75% reporting reduced anxiety.
If you put 2 or 3 men around a project, you'll find the conversation sure starts on the project, but eventually other things happen.
A couple of years before she passed away.
Norman Franklin found the shed after losing his wife Mickey 4 years ago. It keeps his hands and mind busy and helps his heart too.
Do you think Mickey would be proud of what you're doing here?
Yes, oh, without a doubt.
And some sheds allow women in the mix.
The men are also lovely and helpful. They've taught me how to use the lathe. I've done wood turning.
And they bring good cake.
That's served at 3 o'clock when the tools drop and it's tea time.
Usually it's good banter and friendly.
Building bonds in a simple shed, one shared moment at a time. Tina Kraus, CBS News, Weybridge, England.
What a cool option right there. And I bet it helps keep your mind kind of to focus and everything too. Keep it a little bit sharp with having to do everything with your hands and woodwork, everything like that.
Man,
you know?
that story's going to have me crying.
There's kind of a lot of emotional stories here.
And I think being with Mary too, I think Mary is someone who allows me to, she has so many friends and she welcomes in so many people into our lives. And so I feel a little more social thanks to her. But, imagining, those older men there who relied on their wives for, those other, conversations and connections.
Yes.
It's great that they have this now.
Very, very good outlet right there for sure. Definitely.
Well, hey, stick around after the break. We'll talk about tomorrow's special Northern Life song in just a bit.
Welcome back, folks. A fun day tomorrow as we see you again here on Northern Life. I blindfold Ryan and bring him into the studio upstairs where we learn how to play the ukulele with a group called Thug. The group even made a special Northern Life song, so we can't get sued. We'll share with you all this song tomorrow. It's going to be wonderful.
We can play it whenever we want.
Right? Yeah. Take that, FCC. Look out. There's no swearing, no nothing in it.
Yeah, we're just great.
Yes.
And somebody on our comments, too, was asking us the other day why we're still down here. We're missing a piece of equipment that's necessary to broadcast in that studio, so it's being ordered, shipped. It's something that's part of our awesome engineering team to figure out. So we're here still broadcasting for you down here in the Northern News Now studio.
Yep, they're doing everything they can to get that fixed up there, but for now we're stuck down here for a little bit.
At least we get to talk to you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hey, be sure to listen to us over on northernnewsnow.com. Hunter and I talking about a taste of nostalgia thanks to Kellogg's, a questionable popcorn container that'll be out soon, and a taste of Christmas here in the month of April.
That's wonderful that you went through those because I did not read it beforehand, so that's wonderful. Now I know what to expect when we do this right after this. It's beautiful.
So grab your phone, grab your laptop, northernnewsnow.com. We'll see you for today's episode of Northern Life Online.
Look out, everybody. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for joining us here today. We love you.
We certainly do. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Monday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.